you guys. Okay, so we are back and I am talking about the top 10 businesses I feel is best for any female entrepreneur to get into in the year of 2025. Yes, we are almost there. We up in there already, okay? So let's talk about business. Let's talk about entrepreneurship. Let's talk about women and female ruling entrepreneurship, y'all. We just like go ham in entrepreneurship. I don't know about y'all. All my fellas that's watching the video, I don't mean to leave y'all out. We have some amazing dude entrepreneurs as well. But y'all, women, we be holding it down. Okay. Now, my journey of entrepreneurship has been hills and valleys for sure. Okay. I almost felt like anything I was halfway good at, like, oh, I know how to do makeup. Okay, I'm a makeup artist today. I was that one, like for real, okay? Y'all, if I could show some old pictures of me trying to be a wannabe makeup artist, y'all would be like, what was she doing? Like, I was doing fashion shows. I had so much faith in myself. I made people believe that I was good. Okay, I was doing fashion shows and bridal makeup. And when I look back at some of these pictures, I'd be like, what was I doing? Okay. And then kind of lashes came on the scene and I kind of like, stage left, like, not my scene no more. What we doing? Like there was halfway falling off and I couldn't get the lash. Anywho, I just felt like anything I was halfway good at, I could start a business in that thing. So I have done probably a little bit of everything. Okay. And the best thing about entrepreneurship, I feel like it's a journey of finding oneself. Okay. I know that sometimes we're always in a rush to get to the dollars. Okay. And the dollars will find us. We will make some change along the way. Trust and believe. Okay. Cause I wasn't charging cheap for First of all, makeup wasn't cheap back in the day. They didn't have all these little palettes you can buy from Temu. Okay. You had to actually buy a MAC palette and buy the little things and put the little magnet. Look. Okay. I was a makeup artist back then in them days. And don't judge my face to think that it should be better now. Okay. But what I'm saying is that, entrepreneur is really just a journey of finding oneself. It really is. It really just is a journey of finding oneself and testing and dabbling things along the way, seeing what you're good at, right? Because really, to be honest, like, how do you know you're really good at something? Now, yes, you could become an entrepreneur based upon the skill set that you have leveraged learning within your 9-to-5, which is so dope. I love when women can do that. I love when people can do that, right? If you're working in a 9-to-5 and you've been able to learn off of their dime, okay, make something of yourself off of their dime. And then you can leverage that into the marketplace and start a business and help fellow entrepreneurs like myself. That's super dope, right? But there are some other entrepreneurs like me, who did not do that. First day, it was really just me just trying anything. Like, ooh, I'm a good cleaner. I'm gonna start an organizing business. I'm gonna go organize people's closets and sell people's stuff. Does that sound kind of familiar? Little Kim Kardashian-ish. Okay, I was like, oh, I can do that. I'm like, oh, I cleaned my dad's garage one time. Like, oh, I could do that. So it's so funny because I was going over this list of, trying to figure out and do some research and give you guys some substance in this video about like the different businesses. And it was so funny because a lot of the businesses that was popping up was the things that I've tried before, which is so amazing. So when we go down this list, I really don't have 10, okay? But I have a couple that I really want you to share. I really want to share. And the last one, to me, in my opinion, is going to be the best one. So make sure you stay all the way to the end. It's not going to be a long video. So grab a pen, grab a paper, whichever one finds you, test and try that one out, okay? E-commerce. Now, e-commerce is sometimes, depending on how you get into it, can be a very easy business to start. Okay. If you go the physical product route, it is kind of pricey because then you have to have the physical products and you have to have the physical products in multiple size, shapes, or colors. Then you have to know where you're going to hold these products. Then you have to have the packaging material to also be able to ship the products and then shipping material. Okay. And it kind of adds up. Now, these are not bad businesses to have because I've seen them. They're successful. But it depends on what you're starting at, what kind of leverage you're starting at with your how much capital you have to invest in that, because that is going to take an upfront capital investment. Now, you could go the drop shipping route. Okay, totally cool. I've done both. The drop shipping route is you finding a drop shipping company to partner with and finding their products that they sell, pop your name on it, your design on it, your label on it, and now it's yours. Okay, and then you sell it from their warehouse. So you don't have to have a physical space. You don't have to have packaging material. Where this thumbs up coming from? Okay, so that's totally cool too, right? But then you have to also have the finances for the marketing, okay? Because how are people going to find these products? How do you know what products are going to start with? How do you know what products are trending? How do you know what products can sell? Like what audience and what group? There's a lot of back end stuff that goes for, okay? So that's one, all right? Another one that I love is being able to utilize your passions. So whether it's photography or makeup or drawing or art, these are all different amazing expression type of businesses that you can get into. I have a really good friend of mine. He has just metamorphosized his business into something super amazing just because he had a passion and he had a dream. And being able to see him work now is just amazing. I've been knowing him since I was a child. He's almost like a brother, but it's amazing. And if you want to be able to convert that into a business, totally do that thing. Like whatever it is, like the year 2025 is like the hold no back year. The hold no back year. Did that sound right? Kinda. The hold no back year, okay? Like really. Like this should be the year that's coming up when it ends, that you did not end with a shoulda, coulda, woulda. That you can literally look at your New Year's resolution list and be like, check, 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 check. Okay? That's what we're looking for 2025. All right. So passion business, e-commerce business. I know you guys probably wondering what else. Blogging. Blogging has come back. I feel like most bloggers are like, girl, it ain't went nowhere. Blogging hasn't went anywhere, but blogging has come back in a major way. Okay, so it's a lie. People do like to read, all right? Where people are actually starting newsletter subscription services, right? How amazing and dope is that, right? For you to be able to share your knowledge in a written way for people to read. And if you are a person that loves to write and be able to express by writing and have a skill set in that and be able to share information to a specific group of people that needs that, either from a skill set you learn that you're sharing or perspectives that you want to share or life lessons that you've grown from that you want to share, totally awesome. I had a blog right when I moved here to Dallas. It was called The Paintbrush Mom. Okay, because I was also refurbishing old furniture. I would have my husband's old pickup truck and I would go around alleyways and I would find these old furnishing dressers and drawers and rocking chairs and anything I can find that was like real natural wood, and I would restore them and repaint them. And it was an amazing experience, probably one of the most peaceful businesses I've ever been at. Probably not the most profitable businesses I've ever been in, but it was the most peaceful business. And then I wrote about it. I shared my experiences while also writing about it. So it was called The Paintbrush Mom. And it was pretty dope. I had a lot of viewerships and a lot of followers and subscribers, and my email list was kind of hanging out there, right? And it was kind of dope. And then it kind of grew into a membership, right? Because I saw that people were wanting more. So the next business on the list is you can start a membership, a community of a sort, to where if you have something that other people need from you, then you can build a community around that set thing. Okay, and be able to sew back your experiences, your perspective, your skill set and leverage into the community. Right? I heard something, I was watching TikTok somewhere, and I heard somebody said something that, I think it was Kelly Rollins, and she said, she said that when somebody does not operate fully in their gift, right, you're not doing yourself a disservice, you're doing the people that need it. Right? Because we have so many passions and gifts and all of these things, but they're really not meant for us. They're meant to be shared to the world. So somewhere out there are a group of people that need what you have, that need to know what you've been through, that needs to learn what you've been through. Okay, that's literally what I do. I share my experiences along the way, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and most of it is good and bad, bad and ugly. But the cool thing about it, I feel like most people learn from that versus always wanting to hear the wins, because that can look different for everybody. So starting a membership, there are so many membership community platforms. You can start a freeway with a cool Facebook group, and then you can build it on and grow it from there. And then you can really get really nifty and cool about it by adding products and merch and things like that. You guys see people do that. Now, this is a cool business to get into. It will take very little capital because it just takes you just from stepping out, getting over yourself. Don't be full of anxiety. Just do the things, okay, scared or not. And boom, you have a community and you have to build it, right? And you have to stay consistent and you have to consistently grow into that community. And then you'll be able to figure out a product or service to provide them. Okay. So the next one on my list is going to be coaching. Okay. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but this is really weird how this kind of just panned out. It's really like showing and going over like my map and journey of entrepreneurship. This was not intentional. It really wasn't, but I'm actually going in the same order. But the next thing would be creating a course, which is a info product. Okay. However you break it down, whether it's a course, a program, right? It's essentially it is a info product, and whether you call yourself a coach or you call yourself a mentor or whatever snazzy word that's trending right now, you're just basically selling information. Okay. Again, there are a group of people that need to learn from your experience, your skill set that you have learned throughout the years, to be able to help make themselves a better person. I find that those kind of businesses are very rewarding, right? Especially depending on what kind of information that you are selling or providing, or level of perspective or insight or experiences that you are sharing. It can be very rewarding. Now, these businesses, depending on, again, your level of capital, depending on how you're going to market this business, they can be a little slow to build. Okay. Each of these businesses that I have had on my journey of entrepreneurship, I won't say made me the most money. It made me the most happiest, except around when bill time came around. Except when the bills are due, I'm like, oh man, this is like when it's like my business is not really making the money that I needed to make. And I was trying all the things, you guys. Like, and I'm not saying in no way these are not amazing, successful niches or entrepreneurship journeys to get along to. I mentioned them for a reason because they are amazing and they could be very profitable. There's a lot of different things that will be needed to help make those journeys and options profitable. But what I really loved is that I was able to start a new business. Okay. I started a new business. And I remember when I was in this position to start this new business, I started literally from a place of nothing. Okay. Of losing everything. And I mean everything. I mean everything. Okay. My husband was out there in West Texas trying to get work at the oil fields. And I just had my youngest son. And it was bad. Okay. I remember coming home from the grocery store, finding that pink slip on my door, right? I remember cars being towed away. Okay. Car after car was being repoed. And it just got really bad. We did end up getting evicted from our home and lost everything. I just moved to Texas, so it's not like I had a lot of family, a lot of places to hold things. So pretty much everything in that place that we had to leave behind, except for a couple of important clothing items and memorabilia and things like that. And luckily, my parents did live and move here to Texas. I won't say that I was completely homeless, but I was without a home of my own. And my parents welcomed us in the home. Now, this is a family of 5 at the time. And my parents had a very small 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment that all 7 of us shared. But I'm extremely grateful, and I would never, ever complain about the situation that I was at. I consider myself blessed because it could have been worse, right? But I remember waking up early one morning and I was praying, and I'm just praying, crying, praying, baby on the hip. I just put him back down. And I'm just like, God, like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I need something to do. I'm thinking about all these other businesses that I had. And like, I needed something to do that's not going to take any upfront capital because I didn't have anything. I knew that I could start a business to be able to bring profit. And I think it's amazing how my mind worked, because it wasn't like, go get a job, Jasmine. I needed to control the amount of income I could make, and me going to find a 9-to-5 limits that based upon their income structure, right? They're like, hey, in this position, it already lets me know what I can make no more of, and I'm no way downplaying 9-to-5s, right? If that's your path and that's your journey, because some people love having a 9-to-5. They love what they do. That is their passion, their joy, and they're excited to go to work every single day. And that's awesome. That wasn't my path or my journey, but I don't never want to knock somebody's journey and path. Okay. But, So I'm praying and I'm asking God, and I just remember him saying, like, use your hands, use what's in your hands. And I'm like, God, ain't nothing in my hands. I don't have nothing. Like, I don't have a physical product. I can't go start a drop shipping because yes, the drop shipping is cheaper, but I need a website to build. I need stock images. I need a domain. I need an email, right? I'm still thinking about all of these expenses that I would need to have. I can't go back to be a makeup artist because your girl kind of sucked, right? I'm just thinking about it. And he's like, just use what's in your hands. What came to my mind, what a vision that I saw was me cleaning. And I'm like, oh, I can do a cleaning business. I can clean. I know how to clean really, really good. Okay. I'm a daughter of a retired SEAL. Okay. I learned how to clean. Okay. Like white glove test clean. I'm like, that's it. That's it. I remember going to bed, waking up the next morning, feeling super excited and literally Googling how to start a cleaning business. Okay. Where to find cleaning clients. And my process of starting is not what I normally like to teach, but I never knock it because it humbled me. Okay. But I remember going to the dollar store that was right up the street from my parents' house, buying some spick and span, a mop bucket, some towels. And literally I Googled where to find cleaning clients and Thumbtack popped up. Okay. I created a profile. I super researched everything about Thumbtack, looked over everything, created me a profile, found a client, and I went to go clean. Okay. Look, your girl is a doer. I mean, there's one thing about me, I don't waste time. If I have an idea, I move on it. If I think of something, I move on it. Now, I know for some scenarios and some people would say that's a little backwards, and I get that. I can understand like how, people are like, oh, you got to have a plan. You got to have a 5-step plan. Where's your business outline? Like those are all necessary. But you guys remember my story. Remember where I was at. I was just evicted. I have 3 kids. One is a newborn. My husband is out there in West Texas trying to make it, okay? I mean, like I needed to find a way to make something happen and I needed to find a way to do it fast. So when I had that idea and everything popped up, I didn't really worry about the systems. I didn't worry about the platforms. I didn't worry about like what I had. All I knew was I had cleaning supplies. I had a place to find clients. And I said, Mama, can I borrow $25? Okay. And she let me borrow $25. She didn't even know like what I was doing. Like, Jasmine, what are you doing? I'm like, don't trip. I got this. Okay. I got this. And I literally invested that into Thumbtack and boom, like I haven't stopped since. Okay, you guys. So the last business on the list, if you can't tell, is a cleaning business. It is a local service-based business, something that does not take a lot of capital to start. Now, I want to correct this, okay, because I still stand firm to say it doesn't take a lot of capital to start. Will having capital to start make it a little faster? Yes. Don't get me wrong. I ain't no dummy. Okay. I'm not saying that, you can start this with $0. Now, I have had many students like, they come in there with that grit, with that hustle. They had to make something happen and they make something happen out of nothing. And they'd be like, girl, I just made $5,000 and I was on cold calling for 3 weeks straight. And I booked all these leads and I did all of this and I'm ready to start the program. I need to know all the things now. I'm like, look, we in here. Okay. Cause I feel like you get the right person that has the right drive. You find the right person that has the right motivation. You find the right person, okay, that has that undenying tenacity, okay, that's going to make something out of nothing. That's the person that could be able to turn $1, 10 cents to $1, 15 cents to $1, whatever that old school saying is, okay? Yes, having a lot of capital will be able to help. And I've seen multiple students and work with multiple done-for-you clients where they start in both categories. And I've seen both in familiar scenarios pan out, right? But what I'm saying is what I love about the cleaning business is that you can start with little. And I know with the right person that has the right work ethic and tenacity and all the things and consistency, little becomes much. Okay. I've seen it time and time again. I've seen it happen in my own life. Like, this is the best testimony that God has ever given me because it's the testimony that I share the most with anybody. It's a testimony that I still get emails and DMs about, of people sharing that they're in similar scenarios, and this one message and this, me and my transparency, being able to share this. And it's so funny because, y'all, for the longest time before that first video, I was in shame. I did feel very shameful. Like, dang, how did we end up here? Like, how did we end up here? Like, it was very tough. And, I just had my baby. So I'm pretty sure that my emotions were like, ooh, right? But it was tough. And I was very shameful and very embarrassed of that, to be able to tell that one video has 50,000 views and millions of impressions of people hearing that we had our cars repoed and we got evicted and I didn't have anywhere to stay. And myself and my 3 kids were sleeping on the mattress in my parents' spare bedroom. And then when my husband came home, it was 5 of us sleeping on one mattress. Like, to be able to share that, right? But be able to see what came out of that, because that drove me. That drove me to be able to clean nasty houses when I didn't want to clean multiple houses that I didn't want to, and to literally be able to make so much money the first month of my business that I've ever made in all of my past businesses combined. Right? I was like, once that first month came, I was like, oh, we're on to something. We're on to something, right? First year in my cleaning business, being able to do a little over 100K. Second year, being able to almost, I won't say double that, but at least 150. Your girl still had no systems, okay? But what I love about the cleaning business is that the growth and scalability is literally endless. However, and how long you want to take it, how far you want to take it, it's totally up to you. You want to scale it, have multiple locations, you want to sell it, you want to franchise it, you want to license it. Literally, like, bump the sky, there is no limits, okay? So you be the judge. If the cleaning business really sounds like something that you want to take an interest to, I do have a free formula video in the comments below. Watch that video. It breaks down that entire process, what it goes to. And if you need more information, deep information, reach out to me. Send me an email, comment below, send me a DM. However you feel the need to reach out to me, let me know. Now, those other businesses, y'all, those so many dope options. Okay. I love them. They're very interesting. They're very passion driven. They're very fancy, very sexy type of business. A cleaning business. What are we doing with the cleaning business? That's not sexy, but it pays the bills though. It pays the bills though. Okay. So I hope that this video was able to encourage somebody that's looking for a business to get into in 2025. If you guys have any more questions, of course, reach out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, I'll see y'all later. Bye, y'all.